You can say hi. Hi!
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. Just finished up training there. How's things?
Not too bad, not too bad. Were you doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Just Faraz was teaching a jiu-jitsu class this morning, so
Oh, I'm so jealous.
yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it's that's why you can't miss a Saturday, you know.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So what Saturday? Is it just jiu-jitsu or?
Well, see, on Fridays we have a pro MMA round, so we do 5 5-minute rounds, and it's proper. You know, it's hard on the body. So Saturday it's more like a technical jiu-jitsu session. Faraz takes it, so it's really good. It's an hour and a half of just drills and stuff.
How are you finding like jiu-jitsu like on the ground and stuff?
It's hard. It's really it's so like if you're a striker going into jiu-jitsu, it's so hard. It's so different. But I'm learning it. Like I'm actually over here. It's crazy. Like there's so many brown belts and purple
Yeah.
belts. Like nearly everyone in there is like a brown or purple belt. So I'm learning pretty fast from just rolling with them and learning from them. So you know, I get tapped out about 10 times a roll, but I'm learning. You know.
That's amazing. So how long have you been like all in all like starting on the groundwork? Is it just recently or?
No, it's been about a year now. I'd say that I'm doing it. Like I've been on and off doing it, but I've been doing it about a year now, and since I've came here, I've really committed to it, and because I've always been kind of like oh, I'll learn how to defend takedowns and just get on my feet. But it's not as simple as that. You really need to put the time into the ground game because it's so difficult compared to striking.
See, people don't understand how difficult it actually is. Like a lot of strikers go into MMA and they're like, I'll be fine. Just like I'll do some wrestling, I'll like to defend the takedown and I'll be fine. But jiu-jitsu is like a huge part. Like it's so like
Oh, there's so much. Like and to be honest with you, I was one of those cocky people before I did it. Like I was like, no, I don't need jiu-jitsu. Like, but like it's humbling. Like I've really learned, like you really need to learn the jiu-jitsu because otherwise you're going to be in a lot of trouble if someone takes you down, and you're going to get taken down
yeah,
regardless,
you are.
no matter how good you are.
Do you train in the gi or do you just do no gi?
I'm actually I do no gi because I've no interest in doing like jiu-jitsu competitions or anything like that. So I'm just pure doing the no gi. So it will help me in my MMA.
Yeah.
There's gi classes here and stuff, but no, I try to do it twice a day. Like to be honest with you, I do it 10 o'clock every morning. I have jiu-jitsu and then I'll do it in the evening too before we do like striking. So just make
You
sure
should
I'm getting as much.
eventually do gi jiu-jitsu though, like maybe not
Yeah,
next, you should
Yeah,
for sure.
when I get a little bit better at jiu-jitsu, I'll start doing the gi classes.
Yeah, that would be so good. So tell me, how are you getting on? Like I've
Yeah,
like since we started talking, I was like I keep like checking your page, like and like like looking at all your social media and stuff. But like it's just like you're living the dream, like who you're getting to train with is just like phenomenal.
yeah, it's insane. Like, but before I came here, like I had arranged with one of the Canadian kickboxing coaches. He trains GSP all the time, like the friends, and he was saying, "I'll get you to train with George and stuff." And obviously, I believed him, but I didn't think it would have been to the extent of what it is. I thought it'd just be the odd time. And
Yeah,
my plan was to train with George first, and then get introduced to the Tristar Gym, and where I would meet the team, and they see what level I'm at. But I said, you know what? The first day I got here, I went straight up to Tristar, and I was like, I'm just going to go in, and I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to train, and then I bumped into Faraz that night I was there, and we were doing touch sparring, and then he said, I want to spar with you, and I was like, what the hell? Because I didn't think he would have been, he would ask me, and then like within about 5 seconds, he was like, you're a point fighter, aren't you? And I was like, yeah, and then he said, spar my brother Eamon. His brother Eamon's in the UFC. He's a sick fighter, like, and I sparred Eamon, and then after that, Farad said, come pro sparring in the morning, and I was just like, all right, and I couldn't believe it. And then after the pro sparring, he just said, I'm going to put you on the pro team. Like he really liked me and liked my style and stuff, and he just put all his faith in me. So I'm really really happy by that. Like,
like it's crazy because like I like obviously I follow George St. Pierre on Instagram, and he like puts up this photograph with you. I was like, I was like, holy shit! I was like, that's Dean. I was like, like it's one thing to get to like train alongside them and to like soak up all their knowledge, but when they're actually like, learning from you as well, like that must be like a huge confidence boost for you.
Yeah, it's surreal still, like because. But if you met him, he's just like you and me. He's the most laid back person you'll ever meet. He's just real funny, and one thing I like about George is he doesn't like I train with him about 4 times a week, and he doesn't just take all the information off me. Like if I'll put an hour in with him or more, and he will give me an hour straight back at the end of the session of takedowns and how to defend them and all different sort of striking for MMA. So he really, really helps me, and he's became like a friend. Like he always takes me out and we go for food and talk about like he tells me all about his career and gives me advice and stuff. So I start doing now on a Monday with him. We go to the Olympic Stadium, the Canadian Olympic Stadium, straight after his wrestling class that he teaches. He teaches on a Monday here wrestling. So the classes will be about 50 people in it just because he's there. And he'll take us straight to the Olympic pool, and we do. It's like this. It's like a Russian training kind of thing. It's all underwater explosive stuff, and it's insane. Like you want to see this thing. So I do that with him after, and then it's a great way to start the week off. It's very positive.
That's amazing. So am I right in thinking that you're like like are you permanently at TriStar? Like
Yeah.
are you at the dorms as well?
I moved here. No, I live in Saint Laurent. I live in Met, so I'm like literally I hop on the metro and I go 2 stops and I'm at the gym. It's like 10 minutes from my house, so it's great. Like so, there's no excuse to miss training or anything. The dorms are great as well. Like a lot of fighters live in the dorms there, so I wouldn't mind moving into them. That they look really nice, and I've no excuse.
Yeah, I think for anyone that trains or that kind of, especially fighters, like I know fighters over here, they always talk about going over to like these American gyms and get to like stay in the dorms that they have and like train 3 times a day and like just live and breathe your training. You have no distraction or no interference. It's just like it's such a dream.
Yeah, like before I came here, to be honest with you, I was a bit lost at home. Like I was in and out of jobs and that I didn't like, and I was sitting in call centers, and all I could think about was training and think about, I just wanted to fight, like, because you can't help who you are. And I wasn't meant for one of them things. And from what I achieved in kickboxing, I was like, God, imagine I could do that in MMA, and if I had the right guidance and if I had the right, attitude and drive to do it, and then so I just decided to ship everything up and get over here, and because you had the likes of what kind of inspired me to come here is Wonder Boy. He
Yeah,
trained here and he trained with George all the time, and he came from a karate background similar to me, and he fought on the same circuit as us. And I just thought, these will understand me and they'll get the style, and it was the best decision I've ever made. Like I just left everything behind and I just came here and I done it all by myself. Just came in and kept put my head down, didn't say anything, and it just all kind of unfolded for me.
So how long is it now that you're over there?
About over 2 months now, and since the day I came here, I've been just training like twice a day, 6 days a week from the day I got here, and it's just like you get to live your dream. I get to just do what I love and just go training every day.
So do you work as well? Like, have you permanently moved over, or what?
I've permanently moved over here, so I do different things. See, with kickboxing, I teach a lot of seminars and stuff. So throughout America and all, so I'm always like back and forth in like the States and stuff. I teach seminars, and when you exchange the money over, you get in Canadian, you get a lot more money. So my rent is pretty cheap and stuff. So
Yeah.
I can get by teaching, and I also this website here, virtual martial arts training. It's like an online training system. It's the first of its kind. So me and my close friend Jared and a lot of the others, we run this website, and so I'll put up content on that, and I teach people how to sweep. I teach people how to deal with different scenarios, and they go on and they subscribe to the subscription, and just give them a lot of content, and that's how I live.
Amazing. So what is the website for anyone watching that wants to check it out?
It's called Virtual Martial Arts Training. It's called VMAT. It's brilliant. It teaches you if people are into kata, if people are into forms, like everything. It has it all there. And fighting, I look after the fighting side of it.
That's amazing. That's such a good, like, because even for stuff like when people are injured and stuff, like for them to be able to still kind of have an input to, like, you know, their training or their martial arts, and
Yeah.
obviously getting to learn, it's like a library, you know what I mean? Like you're constantly,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
it's like, for me, it's like, say you want to train with me now, and you're like, oh, he lives in Canada, but you can go onto the website and you can learn from me, which is brilliant, you know. So I have that way. That's kind of the route I'm at now, so I can train full time. Because like back at home, I was so lucky, you know. I had like different sponsors. I West Park Fitness. They still sponsor me. Like the guys that have left my membership open there for me. Like they've been looking after me for years now since I'm little. So they're phenomenal, and you know, like I always kind of stay with who I've been with from the start. Like I have a sponsor for my protein and everything. Like No Pain No Gain Nutrition. He's been looking after me since I'm like 16. So I just hit him up while I was over here, and I was like, you know, I want to stay with you because he helped me when I didn't have anything, you know, and when I was
yeah.
only starting out. So.
So for anyone that, you know, does like that watch the show, obviously predominantly, you know, we have a lot of new fans of MMA that are viewers, and they might not know your background, they might not know kind of everything that you've achieved in kickboxing. So, you know, give them a summary, like how did you get started? Like, you know, how long was it before you started competing, and then what titles did you win?
Yeah, well, so basically, like my mom put me into it when I was like, I think I was 12, because I got when as a little kid, like I had ADHD, so I was a really hyper little kid, and I was always in trouble and stuff, and I was just a little messer, so I needed to get into something, and I joined kickboxing in Tala Martial Arts, and it's right beside my house. They're in Whitestown Way now, and I just fell in love with it. Like, and within a month, I was sparring and training, and my three brothers did it, so it drove us all to do it. And you know, my little brother Marty, he was the first one to win the world championships and stuff. So when he won it, I was like, oh, I need to do this. So it took me years, to be honest with you. Like it took me till I was about 16 before I actually started winning stuff, and then I was like junior world and European champion, and then I was switched into the seniors, and I won the senior world championship. So like I've won them in like about 3 or 4 different organizations, like the world titles, and basically every tournament I've been to, like the top tournaments in kickboxing that you can think of, I've been there and won them with my coach Dave Heffernan like at least 3 or 4 times. So like there's nothing out there that I haven't won in kickboxing. So I just wanted to, you know, really test myself in MMA. And MMA wasn't that big in Ireland. Obviously, you know yourself, till Conor came out, and then just seeing what he did and how he had and stuff, it just kind of drove me to say like, well, I'd love to try it, you know. I'd love to test myself and advance onto something different, because instead of just going the same thing year and year in kickboxing, I would have been like, what if in 4 years' time and I've won the same stuff and I don't feel any different? What if I test myself in MMA and it could become a life and I could make a lot of money from it and take care of my family and stuff, you know? So that's kind of one of my big joys.
100%. So what is the MMA plan, you know? Do you just want to train for another year, 2 years, like take amateur fights, then go pro, just go straight pro? Like what are you thinking?
Yeah, I want to fight in September, so we're looking for a fight in September for me. And to be honest, more than likely it's going to be a pro fight, like. Because for me, look, like I'm doing this since I'm 12. Like I'm coming up, but I'm learning a lot over here, and I'm putting the work in to make sure I'm ready to do a pro fight. You know what I mean? Like so, for me, like the guys here said, I'm well able to go pro. So I want to get in there straight away and start taking out people in the 155 division and start putting my name out across the world, because you know it's just so for me I'm a whole different type of striker compared to what people normally see. Like I can mix the both of them in together, so it's very dangerous, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to putting that out there and you know, showing what I'm capable of.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Oh shit, so you're tall.
Yeah, I'm tall enough, yeah.
Because I was like, you don't really look like, you know, lightweight. I was like, I would assume featherweight or whatever, but if you're super tall, then, you know.
Yeah, well,
Um,
to be honest, in kickboxing, I fought at 79 kilos, which is 177 pounds, and I used to walk around at like 84 kg. And since I moved to TriStar, I'm now walking around at 168 pounds, which is like 76 kilos.
yeah.
So I'm keeping the weight there, because my coach Faraz wants me to fight at 155 because the way I fight, I'm so bouncy. I move so much and I'm always moving, so I need to have energy. And at 145, I think I won't be efficient, you know.
Do you have an opinion on, you know, because obviously, you know, it's kind of getting a little bit boring at the moment, but there's so much talk about like weight cuts and like new weight classes and fight at your own weight and like amateur same day weigh-ins over here and stuff, and it's kind of boring because it's like the same conversation going around. But do you have any opinion on it? You know, do you think that you should fight close to your walk around weight? Like me personally, I don't see the benefit in like cutting like a ridiculous amount of weight, being like totally depleted and then trying to fight, you know?
To be honest with you, I agree with you, and they'll all say the same in the gym here. I don't see the sense in, for example, me cutting 10 kilos to make a fight where I'm going to be putting my body through tremendous amounts of pressure, or I can just fight the weight above it. And I think a lot of it comes down to people not wanting to fight the heavier weight. They want to be lighter, and they might feel like they have more of a chance at a lighter weight. That, oh, I'll cut this weight and I'll shoot back up to this weight and I'll be bigger and stronger. But if you put the work in and you believe in yourself and trust in your techniques, then you've no need to do them drastic cuts. Like if you feel confident at it. But some people are different. Like I respect everyone's decision on it. But for me, it's just I think 155 is easy for me to make. But if I'm being realistic, you should see the size of some of the 170 guys here. They're about 6'4" and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense for me. Like.
Yeah. Like sometimes, like obviously when you're around the pro events and you see like let's say Bama, you know, they have such a big card and they've got a variety of fighters from Europe, the UK and Ireland, and then you see kind of like the welterweight division and you see like the lightweight division, and there's just such a drastic size difference in like body shapes and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit man, you like, you're middle heavy, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
some of them are big.
Stuff. Yeah, it's really, really big.
But I just wanted to see the talent in Ireland is really big in MMA. Like the guys are sick. Like especially where I'm from. Like there's so many fighters, and you know they
from Tala, you know.
Yeah.
Tala man, Paddy Holohan, you know.
That's what I actually trained with Paddy for a while before I moved over here. So he was so nice. Yeah, he's so cool. Like Paddy, he was really really good to me while I was there. So I have a lot of respect for Paddy, so he's a nice guy. But when I was over there, you know, I was like, man, there's so many fighters here, and I felt like it would have took me a while because my agent's in America, and a lot, you know, the American team I fight for, the All Stars, like they all have nice big connections and resources, and they can help me get to where I want to be. And like for the likes of my agent Jared, this guy puts so much time and like money into me, like, and he really gets me where I want to be, like, and you know, if I need to go to America to fight, he'll send me there, and he has a lot of resources too, so he's really helping me. And I was like, if I just get closer to those guys, and if I just get my name out there over in the States, it will I feel like I could just shoot past where I want to be, you know.
Did you have like before you decided to move to Canada, was there ever a moment where you said maybe I'll try MMA over here, you know, because arguably, you know, obviously look at SBG, they've produced some of the best fighters that like the UFC has had, you know, and we've got like Team Rhino are coming up, they've got UFC Bama fighters, Bellator fighters as well, you know, and then there's a whole host of like smaller clubs as well that are starting to produce like a fantastic rate of amateur fighters, you know.
Yeah, like I did, and the just, I think for me, to be honest with you, the way I fight, like my style of fighting, like I just kind of wanted to be somewhere where they've had that style before, and they've had it a lot, and they were able to mold somebody into like staying my style and becoming an MMA fighter. So I just felt like I couldn't really get that where I was at home, and it's nothing to any of the clubs or the coaches or anything like that. It was just me personally. Like I felt like this is the kind of place I need to be at, because you know, I'd say to people, yeah, I'm gonna do MMA, I'm gonna fight, and some people would say, oh yeah, you know, you're looking at years before you can fight, and you know, I'm 24, and people are saying, oh, you won't be fighting for years, or you know, it's a different game, it's going to take you a long time for what I said I want to do. And I was like, no, you know, I really believe in myself, and once I get somewhere and I know where I'm going, I'll put the work in, and that's why when I moved here, like these guys have just been so good. Like they've just basically like, said I'm going to be phenomenal when I fight, and that they're like they think I'll be ready in September. They'd be like, with the right amount of training. So I'm here every day, and I'm putting the work in. So hours don't lie. You know yourself.
Have you experienced anything negative from, we'll say, the kickboxing community about your transition? Because like sometimes you meet like kickboxing or like guys that are involved in stand-up and they're saying I have no interest in going to the MMA, and that's fair enough. They just prefer striking. Did you experience anything negative like transitioning?
To be honest with you, no. Everybody's been really supportive in the kickboxing world. It's like the point fighting community. It's like one big community. Like everybody is friends, no matter where you are, and everybody just wants to see you doing well. Like if any of our point fighters around the world have a fight, switch to MMA, the whole of Facebook is sharing it and talking about it. Like, let's go. We want to see one of our guys do well in it, and that's what it's been like for me. Like, but there's different things, A lot of people think point fighters can't hit hard, or they're not ready for MMA, or it's not real fighting. But people don't understand. Like in point fighting, it's one of the most technical sports you can do. It's literally just like a game of chess. It's just about brains. You have to have such a high fight IQ, and your distance and your timing has to be perfect. So when you put that into MMA, it can be very, very dangerous. The only thing is here, like I have to learn some different striking elements as well, like how to fight inside the pocket. And a lot of the guys, what I love about it is there's like 4 different striking coaches here, and each of them come up to you, give you tips, give you advice, tell you what you need to do and stuff. So they're helping me have basically more weapons, you know what I mean? Like my elbows, my knees, lead leg kicks, all stuff like that I need. But yeah, still remaining myself and still fighting my style. They're just helping me with more stuff. So it's been great, yeah.
There's always, I ask the same question, and for anyone that watches my interviews, they must be like, why is she asking that question all the time? But it's like one that I like find so interesting, and it's like, why do you fight? Like is it, because I've only met 2 different types of fighters, no matter what area of combat sport it's in. But you have the ones that want the competition element, and then you have the other ones that find some kind of like a solace in like fighting, that it kind of helps their mental, their soul, it's kind of like on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Like,
well, if you were to ask me that, like, for me, it's just like, we're obviously, it's like we're born hunters, like fighters and stuff. Like I was watching a show, and Dana White said there's a tennis match in this corner, there's a football game in this corner, badminton in that corner, in this corner, but a fight breaks out in that corner. Every single person, no matter who you are, is going to straight away go towards the fight, because it's just bred into us. It's who we are. Like, and for me, it's just, I'm like, if I'm fighting somebody, it's like it's my, when I step out, I'm like, this guy really wants to beat me. It's my mind against his mind. Who is better? Who's going to make the first mistake? And I enjoy it. I get comfort from it. Like, I feel, because I've got to that level in kickboxing, it feels nice, and it feels nice to be people to respect you and know your value and how good you are and how much you've worked and put into it. For me, fighting is like it's like my degree, Like, some people go to college, some people do other stuff. For me, I've put my life into martial arts, and like, my world titles are my degree, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the way I see it. And then I know I can teach, and it's also really nice being able to teach other people and seeing them develop as well. So it's just, it's really humbling, I think, martial arts. Like, that's why I don't say, I'm a fighter. Like, I'd say I'm a martial artist, because I do it all, and I want to help people and teach people. And it's great for people. What I would say to somebody, even people suffering with anxiety, depression, like if they're overweight and stuff, martial arts, it changes you. It teaches you respect. It teaches you to respect yourself and everybody else, and discipline as well. So it just, everything for me, I just absolutely live and breathe it. Like, it's all I think about.
I know, man, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people like listening that are fighters, that will, obviously like be able to relate to that, and then people who don't train, that that could be the thing that they need to kind of spur them on to start. Like, that's the whole premise of us doing MMACTV, is to kind of like highlight you guys, but try and like inspire other people to you know, like get started, even in the smallest way, just to show them, like even with jiu-jitsu, you know, when you start jiu-jitsu and you try to explain to someone like, you know, jiu-jitsu endorphins, or like how you feel when you finish sparring after an hour, like, you know, you'll never, like, I've yet to come across something that gives you that feeling, you know what I mean?
Than
So
this, yeah. Like I'm the same. If I have a bad day and I know I come to training or I have training coming up, I'm just itching to get there because I know once I leave, it's like it cleanses you. You know,
yeah,
you leave it all there. You leave all the anger. You leave it there on the mat, and you leave the place feeling great. You know what I mean? So it's just a place everyone comes in just to let it all go, you know, and you don't think of anything else when you're here. All you think about is getting better. Like every day, I just want to get better and better. And all the guys will tell you, like even like the I done a bit of work with Vitor Belfort when he was here. I was doing some like, you know, kicking and time and stuff with him, and he said the exact same thing as George. He was just like, you know, always just stay humble and you know, always like be with your family, support your family, and keep your friends close to you. Like that's what, you know, never like let it go astray. Like when you start making it and fighting and stuff, he's like, make sure you always just stay humble and stay a nice person. So that's what the two of them have said to me, and it's really kind of stuck with me, you know.
100%, 100%. We got some questions coming in, so I'll just read them out while I have you
Yeah,
here.
fire.
Well, we've got a comment from Richard Kiley. Good
Ah,
lads,
Richie.
you're doing great. Another like incredible kickboxer, you know.
Yeah, that's my friend Richie. Me and Richie are friends since I'm a little kid, and Richie helped me a lot when I was in Ireland too. You know, teaching me to transition over and stuff. And he's also made I got to help Richie too with the timing drills and stuff. And he's doing phenomenal now, and he's really putting his name out there. So he's fighting soon.
Sure is. He's like causing a fuss over a bomb. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
that's what you have to do. Yeah.
100%, 100%. But not you couldn't meet a nicer guy. That's the thing, you know, when everyone is like, oh, who's this guy making this fuss on Bama? I'm like, yeah, but he's the nicest guy. This is like a marketing ploy, you know?
Yeah, Richie's lovely, and he's always so nice to everyone. Like
Yeah,
he's great.
he's the sweetest guy. Donald Crawford just giving you a thumbs up. Jordan Barry, I'm subscribed to this YouTube channel. Now they're interviewing my cousin. So your cousin.
Yeah, my little cuz.
Thank you, Jordan. Good man for subscribing.
Mhm.
Vinny Timmons, go on, Dean, you hero. You've come a long way from the arena days. Respects.
Thanks very much, Vinny. Appreciate it, bro.
Zara Guliev, hi Lydia. Great to see you've got Dean Barry on. Dean has come a long way since the Lodgewood Engineering and Enduko Gym days. He's definitely improved since I saw him at the Irish Regionals against Mock Rahman back in 2010. I'd like to ask Dean, how did he find training with Marcin Konkel? Know a couple of lads that did the same work with him too. How did Dean rate that?
I was like, is she talking about the right person here? Yeah, then she said Martian is no pain, no gain. Yeah, Martian is brilliant. He does the diets for me. Like, you know, he's the kind of guy that you go to last minute. Like, Martian, I'm 3 kilos over my weight a week out of your fight, and he'll do everything he can for you. So, and he's always looked after us with supplements, and he's kind of known around the local Tallaght area. Like, he's the man to go to for all the supplements and protein, and he looks after you very well. And he's also very funny, and he does it all,
Just
personal trainer and
hook
everything.
up MMACTV with a few protein packs, I'm telling you.
Yeah, oh, he will. Telling you, Martin does everything. He looks after a lot of the MMA guys as well. So he looks after Richie and Claudio from Tristar. No, not from Tristar, from SPG.
Oh no way, the Italian guy.
Yeah.
Is it called
He's
Claudio Conti? Is that his
yeah,
name?
the wolf. Yeah.
The Wolf, yeah. Chris Cook was watching, so he's tuned in. Good stuff.
Nice.
Ron Lopez just liked and followed. Well, thank you very much.
Good man.
Marcelo Ferrante just says Dean.
But nice. Thanks, bro, for the nice comments.
Keen McGurk, are you fighting Baby Slice?
I don't know if he
I'm sure
takes
you
it.
can't tell us if you are.
Yeah, no, just the fight we wanted, you know. We were looking at, and he said, yeah, like I kicked the life out of that fella, you know. So we said we'll say it because we were talking to the Bellator matchmaker. So I was saying that's a fight I'd like.
How perfect would that be? Like, and what a high-profile name to like
Yeah.
propel at the MMA market, right?
Like that's a nice, you know, come in and just take out him. But To be honest with you, I can't see it happening. Like, they're not going to put him in against me. Like, I'd destroy him. Do you know what I mean? Especially like he swings like a baboon. Like, his shots are wild. Like, so I think I'd just pick him apart. You know.
Good stuff. Well, I hope we have an exclusive. I want to be able to like use this clip when the fight.
Yeah, if it ever happens, you can.
First, MMACTV, right?
You can ask him straight away. Yeah.
Luke Welling, do a camp in Thailand. Come check out Full Metal Dojo. Have you gone to Thailand before?
I was actually talking about going in January with my agent Jared. We were going to go for like 2 weeks and train and stuff over there. So that's something I'm looking into. If I am, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, absolutely. Full Metal Dojo. So, Luke, I'm actually hoping to go to Thailand myself. So
nice. Everyone wants Thailand.
The doors to me. I've never been to Thailand, and it is my ultimate dream to just like go there for a couple of weeks and train. So.
It's meant to be ridiculous, yeah.
I'm assuming this is your brother, Shane Barry. Well done, bro. You're doing great, representing yourself very well.
Yeah, that's my bro, Shane, my older brother. He was actually a kickboxer too. He was better than me. So if he had stuck at it, like I wouldn't. He'd probably be better than me today. He was unbelievable, you know.
No way, really.
Yeah, he was so good.
So how did you guys all get into martial arts? Was it like your mom like threw you down into the dojo like when you were like young or what?
You know, that's one thing I'll have to say about my mom is like my mom put us into every single sport. Like we did Gaelic, hurling, soccer, kickboxing, everything, and she put us endless amount of time, and she sent us all over the world. Like my mom put like thousands into me and my brothers to travel and fight, and you know, because she put so much time into it, like the four of us were world champions and European champions, and we're on the Irish team, all of us, since we were little kids. So we were really it was one of them things. It was kind of like, you know, when you find something that you're good at, and the four of us just really bounced well off each other and trained all the time, and we always helped each other and stuff. So the rest of them, as time went on, people, you know, they lose interest in some things, and that's fine. Like, you know, some people work and stuff. So, you know, the boy is kind of separated from the kickboxing, but I stuck it out because it's all I knew. I couldn't do anything else, you know. And I was like, I want to be the best. I want to be the best. And every time I thought about kickboxing, all I could think about was I want to be the best. And you see people, you know, naming the best fighters in the world, and you're sitting there and you're like, I want that to be me, you know. So I put the work in and really constantly just believed in it, and then I ended up being really successful in it and stuff. So yeah, I just stuck it out.
So all thanks to your mom. What is your mom's name?
My mom's name is Natalie Barry, so she's amazing. Well, like,
congratulations, you've done the right thing. So hopefully there's some moms that'll see this and they'll throw their kids into the next martial art.
I encourage it. I encourage it, and you know, I'm over here, I'm doing this. I'd love to go home and just get, like, you know, spoil my mom. Like that's all I want to do, you know, my family.
Well, I'm sure she's at home being like,
yeah. She's sitting there like, lovely.
She's like, can't wait. Another question in from Matt Dossett. Ask Dean how many times Oliver Taza has heel hooked him.
I lost count, bro. Sorry. There's there's three guys here that are just top, like Taza, Olivier, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they are like ridiculous. Like, these are the sort of guys, like, they just it's like breeding for them. They just completely destroy it. So I've lost count on that, you know. It's not just heel hooks, they've got me with everything.
Amazing. Another question from Kieran Logue. Where did you train in Tala? I'm out of training a while and moved from, I assume that's Northern Ireland, to Dublin 22 and want to start up again. I live near SBG Tala on the Bellegarde at the minute. Where was it that you trained? It was Tala Martial Arts, right? Yeah,
I trained in Tala Martial Arts it's in Whitestown Way there. It's just it's beside the square and the Shamrock Rovers Stadium. So if you type it into the Google Maps, it'll bring you straight to it. It's just literally behind the Arena Hotel there at the stadium. And then I did the MMA. I done a bit of training with Paddy Houlihan. He's SPG D24 now, I think.
Paddy has a new gym, and it's SPG D24. So I think that's in Tala as well. So 100% check that out, Kieran, if you're looking for somewhere new to train. But
Nice.
another question, Adam McEnroe. Would you recommend Tristar for other points fighters? I'm trying to compete in MMA.
Oh yeah, God, like 1000%, I'd recommend it. Like to everyone here, like I've never seen so many people want to help you and learn from you too. Like I teach a lot of the boys here how to kick and how to time shots and stuff like that, and they'll help you as well if you want to develop your ground game and stuff like that. So I really recommend it because they trust me, they really understand the importance of the point fighting now. So they're all learning it.
Good stuff. You're gonna have to have your own class over there, points class.
Yeah, I love it, to be honest with you. I give the boys all my time over here. Like if I we just finish a big session, like I'll be there to help anyone if they want to learn some kicks and stuff, because they all really help you. And everyone's in here to get to the same place. We all want to make it, so we all help each other,
100%. Just Gina, well proud, she says. I don't know
It's
if
my
you
auntie
know.
Regina.
Auntie. Hi, Regina.
Yeah, hey Regina.
Well for himself. Jordan Barry again. Ask Dean what he'll do if he loses a fight.
I don't know, bro, because I'm not going to lose a fight, so I don't know.
Exactly. No losses here, right?
No losses here. I don't understand that sentence.
Callan Kingsley Page. Great to see another freestyle kickboxer stepping up. Best of luck, bro.
Nice. That's Michael Page's little brother.
No way.
Yeah, I fought him in kickboxing about 3 years ago, and he beat me. This guy is like 6'6", and he's probably the fastest, tallest person I've ever met. He's very good. He's like Michael. He fights like Michael.
No way. So we're going to have to get Callan on the show, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's a good guy as well. He's a very good guy.
Good stuff. Well, Callan, send us a message. We'll get you on the show. Paul McCabe. All the best, bro. Champ in the making.
Thanks, bro. Shout out to Paul.
So, loads of support. Brendan Kenny, ask Dean how the GMK fare in MMA.
Brent, yeah, he's actually on the Irish team for the continuous. He's probably the best continuous fighter in Ireland at the minute. To be honest, I'd say he's very good. But I think you'd do pretty well, Brendan. But you're so rangy, I'd just take you to the ground and I wouldn't let you get them kicks in. Sorry, bro. He could be good though. He'd be good in MMA, I think.
There you go. Aaron Barry, what's it like training with Rory and GSP? Rory MacDonald is actually like I don't get starstruck at all. Like there's nobody that like I'm like, oh, I just get excited. I'm like want to talk to them, right? But when I met Rory MacDonald at Bahama in Belfast, I was like, hello. So I can't imagine what it's like to train with him.
He's so, to be honest, when I first saw him, I was the same as you. I was like, oh, there's Rory MacDonald, because it was just before his fight with Paul Daly. He came in and he was smashing the bag out of it. And everyone in the gym will say the exact same thing. They say he's the scariest guy they've ever sparred. Like he's so big and powerful, and he fights at 170. Like so, he's really nice. The other day he was teaching me like how to just throw my jab properly and stuff, like, and with the likes of putting power in your shots. And he's great. Like, and even just having him around the gym, it puts your level up, doesn't it? Like no matter what you do, like, and he's watching, you're gonna step up your game, like.
Absolutely. Stephen Jones, the next big thing.
Thanks, Steve. He's from my club.
So much support. It's crazy.
I can't believe, to be honest with you, I can't believe the support I've been getting. Like even before this interview and stuff, like everybody's been like so positive towards me and really believing in me. So I really appreciate that. So I'm just gonna keep working hard over here and hopefully I don't let anyone down.
Good stuff. Juscelino Frazo just says beautiful. There you go.
I hope he's talking about me fighting.
Kieran Logue, cheers. I'll check it out.
Nice.
Good stuff. And Juscelino Frazo, she is beautiful.
You, nice. That one was for you. I'm kind of jealous now.
Thank you very much. But so loads of support from home for you. Like it's like We should have got you on the show a lot sooner.
But I don't think. How did you even come across? Did you see me on
I
Facebook or
have
something?
no idea. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. I think I was like, because I get tagged in so much stuff. Oh, you know what it was? It was a video of that sweep.
Oh, yeah.
Tagged me in it or sent it to me, because like people send me stuff all the time and they're like, oh, check this out, put this up on MMACTV, and they sent me that video, and I was like, I have a really good friend of mine, Lydia Des Dolles, who's done kickboxing as well.
Oh, I know her. She was in my team.
Yeah, so I remember that she had mentioned you years ago, just like randomly over something, was like naming people that are kind of like in the sport and stuff. And then I saw the video and I was like, oh, holy shit, that's that guy that Lindsay was talking about. And then I saw your page and I was like, you're at Tristar. And then I was like, oh my God, we need to get him on. Like, this is an amazing story.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, you know. It all happened much faster than I thought it would. Like I thought it would have took me a lot more, you know, longer to get where I am now since I've came here. But it just all happened so quick, and the likes of who I'm training with and stuff like that. And it's kind of took my training up another level as well, on the fact that you know, training with George, like he does so much jiu-jitsu work with me, and my level's gone right up on it. Like I'm actually really coming on. And then even so, my striking coach Rob, I do pads with him because I need to obviously learn. In points fighting, you hit and stop, you know. It's just boom, speed. So I've been learning striking, like actually how to proper hit combinations and keep going. So my striking is shot up a level, and then he will do jiu-jitsu with me. He's very high jiu-jitsu level, so he'll partner up with me, and I'm just learning every day.
So Aaron has just asked there, he's asked how's your jiu-jitsu coming on, but we touched on that at the start of the interview. But do you get graded? Like, will you get graded in jiu-jitsu, or is it just train and that's it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll get a belt, like whenever it comes around. But I'm not even. I to be honest, I haven't even thought about that, because I'm here and I'm here for one thing only, and MMA. So if I get a belt, I'll be so happy, you know. Like that'd be great, you know. But if not, I'm just gonna keep learning, and then I'm sure when the right time comes around and I deserve a belt, I'll get a belt. But right now, I'm not at that level. Like
100%.
I saw my mom has joined. Hey, mom.
Hi, mom. Excited getting to see. This is actually because I keep getting those messages as well from moms being like, okay, can you, like, especially if their sons are training away, they're like, will you put them on the Facebook Live so I can see them?
Nah, I'm flying home on Wednesday for a week.
Oh, no way, you're coming home.
Yeah, I'm going home to see my family, spend a week with them, and you know, see my dogs. I've 2 German Shepherds, so I miss them so much as well. So I get to see. I'm home for 1 week, and then I fly back over here. So.
What are your German Shepherds called?
Cody and Chewy. Like I have a one's a Belgian Shepherd. He's only like 7 months old, and since I've moved here, he's gone huge. So I've missed him growing. So, but I can't wait to see that.
Oh man, that's amazing. So how long will you be home for?
I'm home for 1 week, and like when I come home, I actually got in touch with Paddy, so I can do some jiu-jitsu when I'm home, just to keep it sharp, and then I'll go do some training at my club in Talent Martial Arts, and just then spend the rest of the time with family and friends. Really, that's all I'm really coming home for, to see people. Like, it's hard when you move away, you know, especially like I grew up with my mom, my dad, and my 3 brothers all my life, so it's kind of different, you know, moving away from them and making that big trip. But they've been so supportive. We talk every single day. Like.
That's amazing. That's so nice. It's good to have, like, you know, to have the support of your family as well, and have that good a relationship with them, you know, that you have their support.
Yeah, like my mom, you know, like when I was moving here, like she supported me. She gave me money to get by for a few months and everything, and she really just believed me. You know, I kept telling her, I was like, you know, Mom, I will do it. I'm gonna make it. Like, and you know, she was, as much as she missed me, she wants to give me this opportunity. Do you know what I mean? To really chase my dream and stuff. Even in work, like I wanted to go part-time in work, and my mum was a bit like, you know, you need to be full-time, like you need to work and stuff. And then she came back to me and was like, you know what, like it's what you want to do, because I wanted to focus on training, you know. And then she supported that as well, so she always supports me, you know. So, and it's brilliant to have a mum like that, and she just pushes me to do the best I can, you know.
Does she watch you fight?
Yeah, my mum's been watching me fight since I'm a kid. She's been at everything. been at every event, and you know, I always fight better when my mom's there. Like,
She's commenting. That's my mom.
yeah.
Hi, Natalie. You're doing great. She's doing a great job.
Yeah, she's great because she booked a holiday for me, and like in September, hopefully I'll have my fight then, and then I'm gonna go on like a big family vacation where everybody, all my aunties, uncles, granny and granda, and everybody, we're going to Lanzarote for a week. So she does
Wow.
things like that. You know what I mean? Like things that I really appreciate as well. Like just to see me for a week, like, you know, which is great.
That's so nice. You're really lucky. You're very lucky.
Yeah, she's great. Like, and because it's just gone. I think, to be honest with you, since I joined the American team, everything kind of just went up for me. You know, like I fight for the All Stars now, and that's a team that I've wanted to fight for since I started kickboxing. They were like, you know, when the All Stars came in, they were the people like at the event that would win absolutely everything. So, and now I fight for them and stuff. So it's brilliant. Like I get to represent them too when I'm over here. So, and they bring me everywhere. Like I was in Philadelphia there 2 weeks ago fighting at the Kumite and stuff, like just a last minute thing. So, and just keeping the competitive level up, you know.
Absolutely. Before I let you go, last question. What are your, when you think about your goals for the future and like what you want to achieve, does coming home, fighting 3 arena, national stadiums again back in Ireland, does that come into it, or have we lost
Yeah.
it altogether?
No, Jesus. I'll always be Irish at heart. Like the Ireland is that's my home. You know, like I'm here training, and I'm training with some of the best. Like, but my dream would be to come home and fight in Ireland on a big card. Like I'd love to. You know, like I'm not just doing this. I'm not aiming for a little fight here and there. I'm aiming to go straight to the UFC, and like I'm aiming to like take people out and get straight in there. And get on a card, and I want to fight in Ireland, and I want to fight in the biggest shows, and I want to be the best. You know, if you do the sport just for the fun of it, then you're in the wrong sport. Like I'm here to test myself against the best, and I want to be the best. You know, so and I believe I will. You know, everything just falls into place at the right time. Just once you put the work in, and once you believe in yourself, and don't let anybody knock you. You know.
Jared Devine says Tala Stadium.
Yeah, I think it'll be a bit cold outside fighting in Palace Stadium, bro. Yeah, I'd be more looking for like the 3 arena stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Like,
It's good
did you
heating
see?
in the 3 arena.
Yeah, outside be a bit cold, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, that's my plan. I'd love that, you know, and like I want to fight. I want to, and I want to fight the best people. Like I don't want to go through this and just pick out little easy fights. I want to really test myself, you know, because you want to be the best, you have to fight the best, and that's what I want to do. And that's what I've always done in kickboxing. I've always seeked out the hardest people, and I've always wanted to fight the best, and that's what I'll do here as well.
100%. Tara Jones, Zara and Keen are looking for a shout out, Dean.
Hey Zara and Cian. So they're in my club, and no, they've been so supportive for me. Even when I go away fighting kickboxing, they're always watching the live stream. So I'd actually say that about them. Like I'd be fighting in America, and it's like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock at home, and these guys are always watching, and they're always supporting me, and even no matter what time it is. So I really appreciate that, and I done some work with Zara too when I was back at home. I taught Zara a bit, so they're a great family. So I have a lot of time for them. So a shout out to
Good
both of you.
stuff. Well, shout out to Zara and Keen. Thanks for tuning in, and keep the
Yeah.
training up. And we'll have to get you on the show someday soon.
Yeah, Zara's a future champ. She does kickboxing in Tala Martial Arts. She's on the Irish team this year, so she's doing brilliant. She's a big future ahead of her.
Good stuff. We'll have to keep an eye out for both of them. Richie Ryan, Dino, he says 3 arena.
Richie, everyone wants me to fight. I would love to fight in Ireland, you know, because
Yeah.
I know I'd bring an exciting fight. Like the way I fight, it's if you ask anybody in kickboxing, like everybody says that about my fights, you know, because I'll take risks and I'll do things that people don't. They like to sweep, and nobody tries to sweep people. I'll be sweeping people in MMA, and I'll be, you know, you have to be different. It's just standing out, isn't it? So I'm learning everything, so I have a lot of different options when I step into fight. So I'll be bringing an exciting fight anyway for you.
Telling you, so good. Another last comment there from Mary Barry. You're the best.
My Auntie Mary, yeah, she's the best.
Sport.
Yeah, she's amazing. You know, she's great. Like, I love all my family so much. They're great. But I was so lucky to be able to. I got them all a nice little like gift. Like I got George signed I done a session with him the other day, and he signed a load of T-shirts for my little cousins and all. So I can't wait to give that to them. You know, that's so special for them, and you know, I'm really happy to be able to do that.
It's amazing, man. It's so nice.
Yeah.
But before I let you go, do you have any sponsors, thank yous?
Yeah, I have a few. So I just say thanks to Martin and No Pain No Gain Nutrition again. That guy, I'm meeting up with him when I get home. He's gonna look after me with my supplements for the next while now, so I can bring them back home with me. Westpac Fitness again, give me a place to train when I get home. Top 10, I'm sponsored by Top 10, the fight company, so they look after everything. Big shout out to them. There's this place called 3L Tattoo over here. It's actually Faraz's cousin. Ali, he sponsored me. He's like my tattoo artist, so he's going to do everything for me. So big shout out to him. And Empire Barber Shop in Tala, they've been looking after me for a long time too. So yeah, sorry if I've missed anyone, but they're the people there. So
good stuff. Well, listen, thank you so much for taking the time for coming on. I know you're literally just after finishing training, so you're probably wrecked, but I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Anytime. And same with anybody there. Like, if anybody needs any advice, man, just give me a shout, and for sure I'll respond back.
Brilliant. And Aaron just asked there before you go, you're going to be back training in SPG D24 when you're back, and gym, so you are
with Paddy. Yeah, he did. His classes are, some of his jiu-jitsu classes are on in Tala Martial Arts right now until he gets his place. So it's just right beside my house, so it's convenient, you know.
Good stuff. And if anyone is in the area and they're looking to start training, make sure you go down to Paddy in SPG D24. You won't find a better gym. So definitely.
Yeah, and definitely I would just quickly say, like, to some people doing MMA, try, even just go to a point fight kickboxing once a week. Even just try it out, because it has a massive benefit for MMA. Like, it's like I'm doing the points with George like 3 times a week, and even him, he's saying he wish he had found it years ago. Like, it's your timing, and if you're used to somebody coming at you at such a high pace in point fighting, when you go into MMA, it's so much. Everything just feels slowed down. Even for me when I'm sparring, everything just slows down, and I feel like I can just see everything. So that would be something I'd say to some people: just try it out and give it a shot, because it'll really help you along the way.
Some good advice there.
Yeah.
I will let you go. Again, thank you so much. And I genuinely mean it. I'm so excited for your debut. I really can't wait.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll put on a good show for you.
No doubt, man. And we'll get you back on, you know. We'll grab you someday that you're rich. We'll get him on as well.
Yeah. And I've actually, Royce McGee, he's not here, but I think he's resting up because he's been training all week. But it's great having him here. I've been doing some work with him.
We had him on the show, and we had Jonathan Brookins on the show as well. We're getting everyone from Tristar coming on.
Yeah, everyone's here. See, everyone's just finished up training now. So yeah, I don't know. I think Royce is just chilling out now, because we had pro sparring yesterday, and honestly, it was hard, because there's about, every time you come in here, there's about 8 or 9 guys from the UFC, and everyone's just killing each other. So it's brilliant.
Oh, Reese is here. Reese is on. He's watching you. He said, "I'm going to do MMA rounds now."
Come on, yeah. I'll probably see him now in a sec coming out of the dorm. So that's all right.
We're gonna have to try and do something like. He says, "Teach him my name, Lydia." His name's Reese.
Is it not Rice? Like
no.
The rice you eat? I was calling him Rice.
I'm gonna start calling him Rice now. Rice McKee. That's his name.
Yeah, chicken fried rice. I'm gonna call him now.
Well, listen, we'll definitely have to get both of you on at the same time the next time you're around. So that'd be
100%. Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. Well, listen, dude, I'll let you go. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Best of luck with all the training. And we'll talk to you again. We'll get you on another few weeks. We'll check in and see you again.
Perfect. No problem at all. Have a nice day.
You too. Take it easy.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.